Good morning. This is Mayor Volensky with a driving market. So with the US Fed issuing 2.5 trillion worth of debt in the last 6 months and household debts in the US going sky high with all-time highs in credit cards, where is the US number one global economy going, which will impact and will affect Europe, UK, and the Western developed world? Let's have a look at what is driving markets. So the Biden administration, which inherited quite a healthy economy from Donald Trump, has managed to sink it into the abyss. In what way? Well, you might have full employment in the US, but that full employment is largely, or a big percentage is made up from non-productive service jobs, governmental jobs, or local municipality jobs that actually have got no value in adding GDP over and growth to the US. So what you have effectively is they've got massive spending on welfare and social security benefits, housing all the immigrants and paying for the hotel bills, but you haven't got any investment in the infrastructure or the actual economy itself. And that is going to lead to a further decline in the US and a weakening of the US dollar, because the US dollar is based on the value overall of the economy. And if the economy in the US is effectively slowing, failing, declining, and going into stagflation, then you're going to have a position whereby the dollar is going to be weak and inflation will rise further as the dollar weakens in the US. Now, what you've got also is you've got China and Russia that are playing buddies with Iran. So in the Red Sea, you've got the Houthis that have attacked shipping. The US naval coalition is not going to be successful in stopping this rough local neighborhood thugs, the Houthis, that are attacking Maersk and other shipping in the Red Sea. That's going to push up the price of oil and eventually push up the price of goods, because the supply line is going to be stressed as the shipping has to be rerouted around South Africa. I have mentioned this. However, Maersk, which is a major shipping freight haulage company, has now redirected as a result of the attacks on Sunday and stopped all shipping of Maersk to go via the Red Sea. These attacks will escalate and will increase. The Houthis, who are Iranian backed, are not going to stop attacking Western shipping. And what the US is going to do with the coalition forces of France and the UK is probably going to attack Yemen bases, Houthi Yemen bases. And as a result of that, there's going to be another arena of war in the Middle East, and that's going to drive prices of oil even higher and maybe drive the prices of goods higher. As I said earlier, that the line becomes stressed and stretched. Going back to China and Russia, they're buddies, pally with Iran for two different reasons. Russia wants the weaponry that Iran is producing, its attack drones, for its waste of time war in the Ukraine, and China wants a confirmed guaranteed oil supply for its economy and buys most of its oil from Iran. So both of them will not condemn Iran or attack Iran or criticize Iran, because they have self-interest in developing their own economies and maintaining their relationship for military purposes and obviously for oil and energy purposes. So that is going to be a constant source of friction in the Middle East. Once Israel finishes with Hamas, then it's going to have to deal with Hezbollah in a more intense fashion, as that was also escalating in the north, Lebanon-Israel border. Again, Hezbollah is an Iranian proxy, an Iranian terror group that is financed and backed and managed by Iran. So that also has to be dealt with as far as the Middle East is concerned, and that any tension there will drive up the price of oil. Again, as oil rises, then inflation is going to rise. So going into 2024, we expect a rise in inflation, especially as the US Fed cuts back on interest rates, and other banks will follow cutting interest rates. However, because inflation has not been dealt with and not been eliminated, then not only is your purchasing power of your local currency going to be weakened, but also rates will rise and the cost of living will rise with a weaker local currency wherever you are based. This is Meir Walensky with Driving Markets. You can subscribe, you can share, you can comment, you can follow me on Instagram, buy my books on Amazon. Happy to hear feedback. Have a great day.